We are back with our first video of 2020 at long last. We're going to be discussing some stuff today, keeping the old technical flow going. As a side note, I've been doing a lot of work on the old website, straighttalkingfitness.com. I've got some more Instagram content on the way as well. So January is going to be quite a content-heavy month, all being well. So fear not, I've been working hard behind the scenes, getting things rocking and rolling. So today, what we're going to talk about, passive stretching. Is it good? Is it bad? Does it have a purpose? Should you use it? Shouldn't you use it? Who does it apply to? Yada, yada, yada. So let's get into it. What is passive stretching? So passive stretching is when you are stretching using the assistance of gravity or external resistance, i.e. without any muscular tension or muscular activation. So you're relaxing into the stretch essentially, whereas its counterpart, active stretching, involves contracting against gravity, i.e. if you think leaning forwards and touching your toes, just folding forwards, that's a passive stretch. If you was to stand up straight and lift one of your legs up to 90 degrees of a straight leg, that would be an active hamstring stretch. So you can apply this to any muscle in the body. So why is passive stretching popular? Well, to be honest, the first thing about passive stretching to remember is that it is relaxing for the central nervous system. So if you really want to calm your nervous system down and relax, static stretching is one of the best ways to do that. In fact, many people are proponents of stretching statically before bed or even post-workout, not even from a perspective of reducing muscular soreness, because we know it has no effect on that. And in many cases, it can actually make it worse if you are lengthening and already, or attempting to lengthen an already lengthened and ripped muscle. So the repair process can actually take longer if you overstretch afterwards. So sometimes it's a good idea to let the muscle recover first before trying to improve flexibility. So having said that, passive stretching is obviously popular. It's forms of yoga, things like that. People are doing passive stretching. Usually people promote passive stretching because they don't know of any other methods in which to become flexible. So they think, well, just stretch, stretch, stretch. And while people have had quite a lot of success doing that, I know many people that have sort of stretched splits every day for an hour for 2 weeks, and it's drastically improved their splits. But what you'll normally find is when they've done that, they have to keep stretching regularly, otherwise their splits will regress back. Why does this happen? Simply enough, whenever you do passive stretching, there's no signal to the brain and the nervous system that it needs to keep that new range of motion, because whenever nothing's muscular, the nervous system's not really involved. You're just calming the nervous system down. However, when you train in active flexibility, you are repatterning the nervous system somewhat, because you're sending the nervous system a bunch of signals and you are using active range. If we were to look at the world of sports, the reason most coaches will train you for active flexibility as opposed to passive flexibility is because active flexibility is usable in sport. Passive flexibility isn't, which leads me to my next point, ratios between passive and active flexibility. Now, most good strength coaches and athletic coaches will not let you, if you're developing flexibility, fall too far outside of the spectrum one way or the other. So if this is your passive flexibility and this is your active, and one gets really good and the other one stays there, you actually become more injury prone because you're essentially more elastic. Whereas really you want them both to move together as they improve, like so. I've heard Emmett Lewis and a few others talk about an 80% active compared to your passive. If it falls too much outside of that, in his opinion, then you need to spend some time working on your active flexibility. And I know he's worked with some coaching clients in which he's stopped them doing any more passive work because their passive flexibility was improving faster than their active flexibility. So bottom line, passive flexibility has its place if you want to calm the nervous system down, you want to relax. Sometimes it's good for just freeing up general tension if you're very tight in a certain area. But if you want good, hard, long-lasting results that are applicable to sports, performances, and any other endeavours like that, then you must be putting the work in the active department. I could do a video on other techniques if you wish, or even a blog post. If you like the video and you'd like to know more about this, do feel free to drop a like or a comment down below. Share, subscribe to the channel, hit me up. I'm happy to talk about this always. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you again in the next video. Peace.